As Russia's 21-month war in Ukraine drags on, reports are appearing that the numbers of its mobilized soldiers seeking to desert are surging. On Tuesday, the Moscow Times quoted the Georgian-based group Idite le Somme that aids troops attempting to leave Putin's army, saying it had experienced an 89% increase in requests for assistance over the past few months. The group's name translates literally from Russian to "go through the forest," although among troops, it is more often used as a curse roughly equivalent to "get lost" or even "go F yourself." Grigory Sverdlin, founder and leader of the group, said that between June and August it had received 305 requests for help, but between September and November this number had almost doubled. He told the news outlet that most requests had come from those who had been wounded, treated in hospital, but then made to return to the front line. Sergei Kravchenko, director of the human rights group Grazdanin Armia Pravo, Citizen Army Law, echoed this view, saying, "A year has passed since the beginning of mobilization. If some people still had hopes that they could go home after a certain period of service, there are no such illusions now." He noted that servicemen see that there is no rotation, that even seriously wounded men are being sent back to the front after being hospitalized. The Ukrainian equivalent of Idite le Somme, the government-sponsored Kochuzhit, I Want to Live, also indicated that it has seen an increasing number of Russian troops trying to get out. A spokesman for the project, Vitaly Matvienko, told the Meduza website in September that in the year Kochuzhit has been working, it was launched to coincide with Putin's 2022 mobilization announcement. The project has received over 22,000 applications from Russians wishing to voluntarily surrender to Ukraine. He was unwilling to confirm how many of those requests had become actual desertions for security reasons. He also said that to protect the individual from any Russian reprisals, those voluntarily surrendering were registered as being captured in action, along with all other prisoners of war. In August, Andriy Yusov, a spokesman for the Ukrainian military's intelligence directorate, HEWAR, told the Ukrainian Union news agency that 1 in 5 POWs captured by Kiev surrender voluntarily. Every day, 3 to 5 Russian servicemen surrender under the I Want to Live program, he said. In September, Yusov said that there had been an almost 70% increase in the numbers seeking to desert following the August 23 defection by Russian pilot Maxim Kuzminov, who flew his Mi-8 armored combat helicopter to a Ukrainian airfield in an operation engineered by the HEWAR called Sinitsa. Quoting the Russian online publication Mediazona, the new Voice of Ukraine news outlet said on November 24th that since the start of the September 2022 mobilization in Russia, more than 4,000 criminal prosecutions for desertion had been brought before Russian courts. Recent reports have indicated that it is not just the troops on the front line who have had enough. Their families are beginning to protest, forming a Telegram group with 30,000 members to organize demonstrations, petitions, and letters to the Russian president, demanding the return of those who have been fighting for more than a year without relief. Now, with the public support of their families, in addition to a harsh winter setting in and battles such as that in Avdiivka turning into another meat grinder slog, it is likely that the numbers of Russian troops seeking a way out will increase in the coming weeks and months. A new video shows Ukrainian troops using a Swedish-supplied Archer artillery system for the first time in Ukraine. Sweden has delivered 8 Archer systems to Ukraine, the country's defense minister, Pal Johnson, said last month, according to the Swedish state broadcaster SVT. The artillery system can fire more than 8 rounds a minute with a range of over 31 miles, using U.S. extended-range GPS-guided M982 Excalibur shells, according to Austin Technical, an X account run by an analyst at the Center for Naval Analyses. This is the first footage of its use by a Ukrainian army unit, the analyst said. Ukrainian forces are now using the self-propelled howitzer artillery system near the front against Russian forces, according to SVT. The report failed to specify where, when, or which unit is using it. About 100 Ukrainian soldiers have been trained to use the Archer, Stefan Sjöberg, commander of the Swedish Boden Artillery Regiment, A8, told SVT in November. Sweden is also looking at sending JAS-39 Gripen fighter jets to Ukraine, Swedish public radio reported in September. The powerful and highly capable aircraft could provide Ukraine's Air Force with a much-needed boost, as Business Insider's Jake Epstein previously reported. The deliveries of Swedish Archer systems come as Ukraine is reportedly running out of shell ammunition, a defining element in frontline combat, and as Republicans in Congress threaten to withhold further aid. Andrei Yermak, the head of Ukraine's presidential office, said that Congress's delay in providing aid to Ukraine will very likely make it impossible to continue liberating territory and create a high risk of losing the war, per the new voice of Ukraine. Higher quality videos show that it was an IRIAF F-14, a Tomcat which escorted the Russian presidential aircraft Il-96PU and 4 Russian Su-35S flankers over Iran in their flight to Dubai. Irina Komandor had never imagined herself in combat. She spent her life working in a pharmacy in Crimea. When Russia annexed Crimea in 2014, initially hopeful that the Russians would leave soon, she witnessed their military blockade. Irina moved to Lviv with her children, driven by the desire to escape Russian rule.
Знала, что я пойду воевать, у меня тогда не было таких мыслей. Всю жизнь я работала в аптеке. Старики приходят и говорят, ну вот, что же это за лекарство, дорого и дорого. Я что же хотите, бабушка, что российские, вы же хотели Россию. Самые лучшие годы я, своей жизни я прожила в Крыму. Если у тебя какая-то проблема в жизни, ты лег, там, утром встал, вышел, там солнце светит, там постоянно светит, там не бывает таких пасмурных дней. Когда Россия пришла, то настолько они внесли, знаете, смуту. У меня было хорошее мнение про россиян, скажем так, да. Я думала, что вот они скоро уйдут, потом так. Вышло, как вышло. Вот как только они зашли, они заблокировали сразу все воинские части. Женщины выходили, подъезжали до воинской части, вставали между забором, между ребятами нашими, которые были за забором, вот, и россиянами, которые стояли напротив. Дочь пошла в институт, и был там профессор один, она его очень любила, этого преподавателя. И вот он, вручая эти дипломы, он говорил, смотрите, дети, теперь у вас будут настоящие дипломы, а не какие-то там украинские бумажки. Там. Ей хватило 1,5 месяца учебы, и она приняла решение, я уеду. И сейчас многие, вот это молодежь, да, они уезжали оттуда, но родители их не уезжают. Да, они не хотят при России жить, это им противно, но им важно жить в своей родине, они боятся жить. Вот они сейчас уедут, их потом не пустят. Залетел, что-то увидел и понял, что увидел. По этим координатам поразили цели. То есть это удовольствие от того, что какой-то танчик бахнули, этот танчик не разобьет какой-то блиндаж наш, да, там, или дом, или еще чего-то. Это мой Краматорск. Это вот сегодня ударили россияне. Просто по людям. Мне все равно, в каких удобствах я буду там жить. Но я точно, я на следующий день туда поеду.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.